Hello guys and welcome back to my Fate Grand Order Ordeal Call 3 Archetype Inception gameplay. Alright, let us continue the main story. So we are here in section number 5, I think. Yeah, here we go. So called Lion Sky, the terrifying mechanized empire. Scorching sunlight, the rustle of dry wind over the dunes, all clear on the western desert once again. Man, it sure has been peaceful around here ever since Jinako's guests started taking out all those sandworms. Hey, how come the wind's so strong out here in the desert anyway? Is that just what the climate's set to? It's caused by the difference in the air pressure. You know how Area I has an underground nuclear fusion reactor, right? Well, they made a vent for the expanded air around it over by the dome's edge. That's why this area is a desert, you know. It's not cause it's still underdeveloped. It's cause things work better this way. Huh, interesting. See, I was over in the mall before I moved to Old Dubai. I only ever cared about what was going on in there, so there's still a lot I don't know about how Moon Dubai is put together. Actually, what about the other citizens? It's only been 19 years since we were awoken, right? Aren't they all still figuring out their identities too? Yeah, only sleepyheads like you struggle with that. Most of us figured out who we wanted to support as soon as... Hold on, is that a sandstorm? Oh, those dust clouds covering the horizon. Oh crap, those are Avatron Company environment suppressors, and there must be at least 20 of them. Contact Hasara now. Tell him the Thomas Alva Edison mechanized empire from Area I is invading. Okay, here we go. Alright. No start to a Dubai morning with a cup of sweet milk tea. Good morning, senpai. I'm told you don't have any sandworm hunts today? Oh, we have a different hunt coming soon. Good God. The one day that Fujimaru got a holiday. Inako said she has something important to discuss with us, so she'd like us to come see her before... Oh, what's going on outside? Saba al-Khair. Good morning, Kaldia. Good thing you're still here. We have an emergency on our hands, and we need you three to lay low here. If you go out there, you'll only complicate things. Okay. Does this emergency have something to do with all those military boots pounding on the ground outside? But here dozens and dozens of armored feet even from all the way up here. Yeah, it does. Mechanized soldiers from Area I have forced their way into our territory. Oh my god. They've pretty much taken over the plaza. Though at least they're not attacking us yet. They're probably trying to pressure Jinako into surrendering. It's Edison's typical go-to tactic. Right, okay. So I thought like they came here because they somehow like got to know that Fujimaru is here. I'm guessing not. Alright. Edison. As in that Edison? You know him? The guy with the lion head. He sure doesn't strike me as one of your companions. Well... if he has a lion head, then he's definitely the Edison we know. I'm sorry to ask this, but is there somewhere we can watch and not be seen from? Well, you can get a good view of the plaza from the lookout tower, but fine. But it's only big enough for you and Fujimaru, so you'll have to stay here, Bartholomew. Got it. Keep an eye on them for me, Hasara. Don't let them run off on their own. Alright, you can come with me, but remember, these mechanized soldiers have excellent audio sensors. So no talking until I tell you it's safe, understood? Right. Oh, there he is. So sandy, so dusty, so rustic, so typical of the limited urban development capacity of a pathetic, puny political party. This place hasn't changed one iota since the last time I was here. What a tragedy that this is the best a pure-blooded moon cancer area can do. Right. Well, why not? People of Old Dubai, I would never leave you in the grip of such mediocrity. Everyone should be equal in the faces of the incoming apocalypse, which is why I support giving every citizen of Moon Dubai fully mechanical bodies. Alright, you can take your mechanical bodies and leave. Nobody wants that. Join me now and I'll even make it one of our newest enhanced exoskeleton models. What's that you said? How generous of me? Magnanimous? Presidential even? Oh my god, what is this? Haha, no. No need to pass judgment as though it was universal truth. But yes, I am the greatest inventor and entrepreneur of all time. What the hell is this outfit? Is this like an actual outfit in the game as well? Like, have they released a Spiriton dress for this? If not, that's such a waste. I feel like people would probably use Edison if they get like a Spiriton dress like this. I am the up and oncoming moon cancer who will unite all of Moon Dubai. Thomas Alva Edison Alter. Oh great. What the hell is that? Oh, I should speak. Oh no. Frickin' hell. Shut up before they see us. Now, where might I find Jinako? I thought we could have a morning debate. Candidate to candidate. I don't think she wants to have a debate. She's pretty lazy. Our leader's deep in their meditations. He won't be coming outside anytime soon. So you'll have to come back later. Hahaha, is that all the backbone you can muster? Ah, well, timid leader, timid subordinates. Well, that's quite alright. Jinako can stay right where she is. I've been the series with her anyway. I'm putting together a super dynamic general elite squadron to represent the best of what my Albertron company has to offer. You see? And I believe such a squadron deserves golden bodies to symbolize their brilliance. And so I'll just help myself to the area's mother lode of precious metals, the gold soap. Wow. Right. Oh, don't worry, you people won't have to lift a finger. Wow, how generous of you. You may well shatter your cervical vertebrae if you were to drop my precious gold with those weak, flimsy hands of yours. My Avatron company's transport department has already arrived at the gold soap. They should finish relocating everything in approximately 4 hours. You can just all relax and enjoy some tea in the meantime. What? You can't do that. The gold soap is one of our fruit production lines we have. This is so crazy. Yes, it is regrettable that I must trample all over your personal property in this way. But so it goes with capitalism, no industrialism. Everything I do is in service of my vision, the complete mechanization of humanity. Mechanized soldiers. What is the Avatron's company's motto? Down with humanoids second and third gens. Convert all of humanity to work machines. Let humanity produce materials without thought. Let humanity devote itself to serving civilizations of other star systems. Erase all traces of war from this planet. Very good, looking sharp yet again, men. Perhaps a bit too much subjectivity for my taste, but no matter. I am the greatest and magnanimous Edison. If anyone here has any complaints about our slogan, I'm willing to hear you out. Assuming any of you have the backbone to voice them, that is. Okay, bro. This is just... How the hell is this? Man. That lion in shade stole everything from the gold soap. He's gone too far, damn far this time. This is so awful I could cry. Who does he think he is? Taking our gold while I'm busy being a shut-in? Please, Fujimaru, you gotta teach that lion-headed jerkface a lesson. Well, I think we're supposed to be in hiding, so you know. I can't believe even Edison's become an alter now. Take it easy, Jinako. This actually works out perfectly. We were going to have to pay a visit to Edison's area I sooner or later. Anyway, and not just us, this concerns you too, Fujimaru. What do you mean? Are you saying it's Senpai's fault that Edison became such a bad guy? No, that was all Edison. This is about Lip. Remember what I said about Passion Lip's statue? Edison actually... What? Oh my god. Edison actually took that away too. Oh god, why? The hell? Was that made of gold or something? Like, he and his stupid machine army made up a bunch of nonsense and took it before we could stop them. Now he's put it up in his factory where his soldiers treat it like their idol. Good heavens. Huh? Why would he do that? I think might have an idea. To the mechanized soldiers, Liv's hands are both powerful weapons and beautiful works of art. Edison probably brought her statue into his factory to boost morale. Great. So Edison's been taking unfair advantage of old Dubai and he's mistreating Liv. He definitely needs to be punished. I'd say he deserves to have 60% of his assets seized. I had almost forgotten how scary Mars can be sometimes. We've been waiting for an opportunity to get Liv back ourselves. We even have a route into Area I all mapped out. The only problem is we're not equipped to carry her heavy statue out there without the soldiers spotting her. But, if you're there with us, you can just make a contract with her and make her, well, not be a statue anymore, I guess. With Liv back in servant form, those mechanized soldiers won't stand a chance. We'll bolster our forces and grind away at theirs all at once. What do you say? Are you in? Liv was one of us to begin with, so of course we're in. Right, Master? Of course. Alright, I knew you'd agree, but thanks just the same, Fujimaru. Okay, Hasara, hurry up and get that dummy container ready. The plan couldn't be simpler. You'll sneak into one of the containers that's scheduled to be transported to Area I, then free Liv once you get there. We'll also send a secret sand ship to Area I's harbor and trust that Bartholomew's navigational skills will make getting out easy. As for the security systems, don't worry. I'll send you along. Misaka, the hacking mouse to disable them. Damn. Edison's probably pretty smug after plundering our courtroom, so let's take advantage of that to settle this once and for all. Alright. Factory area, damn. Okay, so we'll be fighting. Wait, what? Wait. What was that? You must defeat all enemies within one turn or you'll be defeated. Wow. Right. Oh, I see why they said one turn. It's probably because like we'll somehow get caught and there'll be like a very small window of time to take out and neutralize all the enemy, otherwise they'll sound the alarm or something. It's really cramped in here. It's been 2 hours since we boarded this container. Assuming everything's going to plan, we should be in the factory now. I can hear the mechanized soldiers outside. Sounds like it's almost time to make our move. They said this container should be taken to Zone 21 where Liv's been put on display, right? Right, Chinako acquired a map of the factory before we left and Hasara's team calculated the transport route for us. Their calculations are so exact they bordered on outright prognostication. Even just for life in old Dubai, they seem as accurate as one of Sheba's observations for the future. Oh, right, I keep forgetting they're all actually incredibly advanced AIs, yeah. I'm completely on board with the plan too, but there was one threat they couldn't account for. My heart's beating so fast I'm actually having a little trouble breathing. I'm a little worried. It might slow me down. Oh no, are you feeling motion sick? I thought you would be used to swaying like this. No, it's not that. Your hidden eye is always a sight to behold, but it's even more beautiful now. Right. I don't suppose you could stay in the Ordeal the whole time we're in Dubai, could you? No, I can't. Shooting up like this takes a lot of Master's magical energy, so... Gotcha, then I'll just have to really focus on the moment so I can remember it in perfect detail. Maybe they should mechanize the pirate first. Right. The container has stopped. I'm not picking up any heat signatures of mechanized soldiers outside. We'll break out a container in 48 seconds in accordance to the plan, then make our way to the warehouse where Liv statue is on display. 30, 35, 40, 45. Now! This factory. Yep, couldn't forget this place even if I tried. Yeah. This doesn't seem connected to Moon Dubai's technology. It's completely automated, no AI inside. Hang on, that's weird. Every facility we've seen in Moon Dubai so far has been staffed by AI. Even the Marion Hotel was no exception. Why haven't they automated more of their workload? Good question. With the advanced engineering, it should be pretty easy for them. No, never mind that now. We need to focus on the plan. It could be that Old Dubai and Marion Hotel are the exceptions rather than the rule. Lip statue should be in the next warehouse over. They said it's right in the center. Can't miss it, they said. Come on, Fujimaru. March, this icy cold factory is no place for a delicate maiden like her. Yeah, hang in there, Lip. We're coming for you. He's not here. According to the map, she should be in this warehouse. Maybe she was moved. Maybe they knew we were coming. In which case, this was a trap? Like they deliberately lured us in? Oh god. Okay. Unregistered workers detected. There are 0 factory tours scheduled for today. Please present your citizen IDs within 30 seconds. There you go. Like I literally said this. That it's going to be a situation where we're going to get caught and there'll be like a very brief space of time where we can act. So we have to neutralize them in that time frame, otherwise alarms will sound. If you are unable or unwilling to comply, you will be considered hostile litigants in accordance with Edison law. Surveillance robots entering through openings in the ceiling. They're already scanning us. We've got to destroy them in the next 30 seconds. Let's settle this quickly, Master. Alright, so these are casters, right? Oh my god, Marsha starting. Why the hell? And they have great. So Rider, Berserker, or do I have any? I don't really have any AoE buzz. Let's go with this. Yeah, this is easy.
決まったな。
運命をかけた戦いであればカードをあげる。特別に応援マッチ。熱を帯びなさい。丸みあれはパラドクセーブセット。ちゃんと見ててね。了解。誇りにかけて。
夏が来たりてかぎろい揺れて、雨が来たりて命が騒ぐ。息吹の御霊、八脈怒涛。
当然とはいえ嬉しいものですね。皆さんのおかげです。
Unregistered intruders detected. Please present your citizen IDs within 30 seconds. Unregistered criminals detected. Please present your citizen IDs within 40 seconds. Wait, what? Why did that include? Unregistered destroyers detected. Please present your citizen IDs within 50... Never mind. Initiating extermination. Yeah, what? Talk about the tyranny of the majority. They are no problem individually, but they just keep coming. They're going to sound the alert. We have to do something before the mechanized soldiers show up. We can't get surrounded. What the? Already? Damn it, now we'll have to run for... Wait, you don't need to retreat now. Those drones are defective. Different colored mechanized soldier. The more of them are active, the longer it'll take them to sound the alert. It takes a lot of processing power for them to assess a situation. Oh, that's why the time limit was increasing. You're here for Passion Lip, right? Come with me. The hell is this? Who's this person? I'm Ben, the general of the mechanized soldier army, and Thomas's master. Oh. Okay. I'm not prepared to do battle with you all at this time. That's why you're letting us... Okay. No need to introduce yourselves, you don't have much time. It won't be long before they detect you. Passion Lip statue is in the zone 26, not 21 where you just were. You have a map of the factory, right? Then use it to take the shortest possible route to her before Thomas shows up. Thank you, but why are you helping us? It is a matter of principle. I'm not doing this for you, I'm doing this for Passion Lip. She might be an AI being, but she's not like us. And she's obviously not like the mechanized soldiers either. She was born from something not at all human. It's only a matter of time before Area I becomes a battlefield. She shouldn't be here when that happens. Yeah? Why? Because she's not cut out for fighting? No, as a weapon, Passion Lip's capacity for destruction is astonishing. She's most assuredly suited to combat. That's why Thomas seized her from Area C. But the idea of sending her into battle disgusts me in a way I can't ignore. Does this mean you and Thomas Alva Edison have had a falling out? Yeah. No, the matter of Passion Lip is our only difference of opinion. I am just as much as an advocate of Thomas's vision as any of my fellow AIs who volunteered to be mechanized. I understand his ideals. His methods of extinction would result in humanity having meant something. God, this is the last peaceful talk you and I will ever have. One last thing, don't you think Edison is behaving strangely? I don't know what you mean. Thomas is the very avatar of intelligence and rationality. As far as I can tell, he behaves exactly the same now as he did when I first summoned him on behalf of the citizens of Moon Dubai. Having said that, he was a different class at that time, a caster. Right. Okay, so after artificially becoming a moon cancer, their personalities are changing. I guess it makes sense. Once he became a moon cancer after hearing BB Dubai's explanation, he began to harbor intense anger towards death. Or rather, towards the concept of parting with one's neighbors. That's all I have to say. My involvement with this matter ends here. We may be enemies, but I wish you luck nonetheless. Right. Interesting. Oh, there she is. Or like, yeah. Look, she's right there where Ben's head should be. Oh my god. Oh my god! Who should the spies sulking around my factory turn out to be but the old humans of Caldia? Thank you for saving me the trouble of searching for you. Thank you for being so astonishingly foolish. As a token of my appreciation, I'll let you gaze upon the fruits of my Alberton company's labor before sending you to your demise. Tell me, what do you think of my awe-inspiring production line, my unparalleled military force? Why, in 10 days I will declare I will have sufficient power to prevail, even if I were to take on every moon cancer at once. Now, on another note, I won't have a spy stealing what's mine on my watch. Stop right there, not another step towards my goddess. How is he still so fast with all that burn? Is he wearing skates or something? He probably has a jetpack or whatever. Like I was hearing like like an engine sound. It's called linear movement. Wait, what? You ignoramus. Now give yourself up already. Wow. Go on, senpai. We'll hold them back while you get to live. Thanks, Marsh. Damn. No more crazy talk, Edison. You're the king of inventors, aren't you? Aren't you ashamed to be participating in something like the final boss of humanity's annihilation showdown? And why are you wearing those dangerously pointy sunglasses at your age? The entire human race could sue you for reckless endangerment, and they'd be right to do it. You have a tongue as sharp as any reporter that ever badgered. Inventors have feelings too, you know. But no matter, now that I have awakened to my duty as a moon cancer, I feel no such slanderous defamation. Besides, the human race is dead and gone. There's no one left to blame or criticize me. Plebeians like you should never understand my deeply profound approach to this problem. Sure we can. Your thoughts proposing humanity went extinct because they turned themselves into machine, right? Yeah, I was thinking of something like that. Because obviously he's talking about like mechanizing everything. What? That would certainly put an end to humanity. There'd be no more wars, no discrimination, no inequality. Sounds pretty happily ever after to me, but really, Thomas, tell me how that's at all interesting. How it's interesting? You even need to ask? I'm going to turn Earth into a completely automated factory that does nothing but manufacture products and ship them out into the vast empty blackness of space. Okay, what in the hell? That is the Albertron Company's vision. That is my purpose as Thomas Alva Edison Alter. Why though? My name will shine through the ages of humanity as the genius who built the solar system's largest factory. Okay, well, that's ridiculous. Who are you even going to send all the products to? What purpose could they possibly serve? I don't know, it doesn't matter. What matters is that the humanity accomplishes something great. This is what happens when you try to reward those who are still living. Humanity should just disappear forever. Okay, so this is what Ben is supporting? This plan? Ah! Those are some impressive defenses. I'll add them to my collection once I... Huh? Oh. Universe-wide cash on delivery scam. Not on my watch. What the? Ah! Now to follow Jinako's instructions. Okay, so Passionlip statue is kind of like a time capsule. He has been summoned as a servant, yet exists without a master. It was Liv's mind, her software, if you will, that guided you around 2030 Dubai. Oh, interesting. So that is what... Thus, if you reinstall that software into her frame, her hardware, she should reboot. Raise thy command spell, brandish thy command spell, and Passionlip shall awaken. At least, I think. If not, I'll feel bad. Wake up, Passionlip. Alright, and there we have her. Whew. Contract accepted. Good morning, Master. I already understand the situation. Would you like me to take care of the threats in the area? Absolutely. 50 enemy units located in the field of view. Activating skill, Trash and Crush. Damn, here we go. What the? Ah! My army is being condensed! Bruh. Wow. I'm still picking up the signals, but it looks like Edison and his mechanized army have vanished. That is crazy. Wait, did we just win? Like that? That was Liv's compression codec. I've never seen its output so high before. Welcome back, Liv. Thank you for saving us once again. No need to thank me. I was merely following my master's orders. Nice to meet you, Shielder. I'm Passionlip, the alter ego of love and hatred. Sorry to say this so suddenly, but I recommend we retreat. That attack dramatically reduced my combat output. It will take me 90 15 minutes to recover my strength. I won't be able to stop a second wave. You need to get to someplace safe as soon as possible, or I may end up vanishing. Okay, well, obviously this isn't our passion lip, like, it's pretty obvious. Right. I guess they said this before, like, who was it that mentioned it? That, like, the passion lip that we have, the statue passion lip, is just like a factory resetted version of passion lip, kind of like that. Ooh. Thank you for filling me in. I see, so this is the second time I saved your life? I'm glad to know our relationship sounds so positive. But the way Master Fujimaru, am I right to assume you wish to continue our contract since you woke me with your command spells? Yeah. Then please keep our magical energy bypass open. It may not be much, but it's better than nothing. Now that I've informed you of our current status, I'm going to go back to sleep until my magical energy is back to 90%. I knew this was a possibility, but I didn't think she'd get reset quite like this. Yeah, like, I was also wondering obviously, like, BB herself said that she's like a resetted version of her. But I don't know, this one seems extremely, like, robotic. Like, even like a normal passion lip, you know, like the passion lip from Galdia. I'm not even talking about the passion lip who guided us here and all that stuff. I'm just talking about, like, a normal Galdia passion lip. It has a bit more personality, not like this, like, just... It's not just her memories that are gone, she lost her individuality as well. Yeah, like I was saying. She's more like the alter ego of indifference now. Who knew you could have ego without feelings? This isn't a joke, BB. What can we do? Sorry, but I'm afraid that's beyond even me. She can't get her memories back because she doesn't have any in the first place. She's only just awakened to the world. You'll just have to come to terms with the fact she's a new passion lip who doesn't yet know any of you. Mash, speaking as an AI, I appreciate that you care so much, but please don't be too sad. The Sakura 5 are all supporters and partners to humanity just like I am. They may not look like it, but they're machines. If one breaks, a new one can take its place. No matter how carefully you handle them or how much love you shower them with, they can always be replaced. Humans might find that sad, but believe it or not, it's actually something we're proud of. The very fact that Passion Leaf was able to save you all again is a badge of honor as far as she's concerned. Right, that's an interesting way of looking at it. Yes, you're right. Lip is still Lip, even if she doesn't remember the summer we spent together. So all we need to do now is convey to her how much we care and appreciate her. Yeah, so what about Melt and Protea? It's the same for them, of course. They are both supporters and partners of humanity as well. Of course, one fancies herself as a prickly rich girl who refuses to listen to anyone, and the other one's a late bloomer with boundary issues. Well, nobody's perfect. Good point. Lip might speak differently now, but her heart's still in the same place. Right now, what's more important is how we relate to her. Thank you, BB. That was helpful. I appreciate you coming. You're coming all the way back to the ship to check in with us too. Sounds like you haven't been having much luck on your end though. Ah, Bartholomew, you really know how to hit where it hurts, don't you? Alright, I can give you a little more useful intel. BB Dubai will never leave Area B. Oh, okay. 30% of Boom Dubai's power comes from the underground facilities. The remaining 70% comes from the Burj Khalifa. And since the Burj Khalifa doesn't have any generators, we can assume that BB Dubai is using her own magical circuits to provide it. So tell Jinako that BB Dubai will never leave her tower as long as the city of Moon Dubai exists. That should help put her at ease a little, even as timid as she is. Our ultimate goal may be BB Dubai, but it's also crucial that we do something about every other area's moon cancer too. There's no way we can let anything as outrageous as the final boss of humanity's annihilation throwdown succeed. So let's wipe out all the other moon cancers before one of them gets their approval rating to 70%. Go, team! That's fine. Just please don't be the surprise 8 boss. Okay, man. Okay, I was wondering, like, is this going to be that easy to take out Edison? Did they really think they could get rid of me just by digitally compressing me into junk data? It may have taken an entire year's worth of development time to code an extraction program, but looking at these results, it was well worth it. And since time spent in compression is also compressed, I can't have been more than a minute here in reality. Right. Wrong. President Thomas, your admin processing is 3 hours behind. Damn. Please get back to work immediately. Please go back to work immediately. Wait, what? Why is this so... What the hell is going on here? Isn't he supposed to be like the... How incredible that a single servant can do this much, such massive damage. This is exactly why she's my goddess of destruction. I must get her back at any cost. One can never have too many powerful weapons after all. About that, Mr. President, there is a visitor waiting for you in your office. Oh, who is it? Another moon cancer come to propose an alliance? No, she's a beast calling herself Anki Erishkigal. Oh my god. This face. Oh boy. Do Android foxes dream of being pampered? Wait, why are these titles all like the whole Bunny Girl Senpai thing? You know, like the title, right? This is Bunny Girl Senpai, right? Yeah. Wait a minute. So you not only got Lib back, she even turned Edison's army into a cube cake, huh? Nice work. Sounds like you guys kicked all sorts of ass out there. That ought to shut Edison up for a while. Once word gets out that the old humans from Caldia beat him, I bet his approval rating will go down too. So, where's Lib now anyway? She's recharging her magical energy at the cafe. She said she needs to maintain magical energy levels that allow her to deliver maximum output for Senpai's sake. Oh, I get it. She says energy levels, but what she means is calories, huh? So as for Caldia's BB, actually that is called her BB Cosmo to keep things simple. Anyway, you mentioned going into your separate ways at the harbor, right? Yeah, she said she was going to develop a jamming app that could keep BB Dubai off our backs while she investigates our surroundings. Oh, good point. I can't very well go into the city as long as I'm still facing off against her. I was hoping to meet her at least once, though. Well, maybe I can, if things work out. Anyway, you also said BB Dubai will never leave the Burj Khalifa, right? That's the best news I could have hoped for. I thought that might be the case, but now I can nap without a care in the world. Well, no, I guess that's still not true. Okay, Fujimaru, let's get down to business. You've seen a pretty good amount of Moon Dubai by now, so you've probably also noticed something weird. Thank you. There we go. You mean how we can see the moon even though we are at the moon? I was literally saying, like, what the hell is going on? I was wondering about that too. Is that moon just being projected onto the dome? Oh, you were wondering about that. I figured that was just there to make the city feel more like it was on Earth. Okay, yeah, I thought it would be something like that. Because obviously, you know, we need to feel normal. But the fact that there's a whole ass Earth beside it in itself, doesn't that defeat the whole purpose? Even though these people are AIs living on the moon, as humans, their hearts will always be with Earth. Yeah, but you can literally see the Earth. Like, what? That's going to just break the illusion that, oh, is that what it's supposed to symbolize? Oh, how romantic. That's the gentleman of the sea right there. Yeah, you're probably right. But no, sorry, I was actually talking about these billboards. They're all over the city. Oh, well, okay. Koyan, the company that basically taken over Dubai's entire construction industry these last few years. I wonder who that is. Like, you know, whose company that is. For example, all those buildings in Area E at the very heart of New Dubai, Koyan. And their CEO is Area E's moon cancer, Koyanska. Well, yeah. He's a much bigger threat than Edison right now. Just take a look at his latest polls. 63, damn, that's extremely close to 70. Area E has a 63% approval rating, then they're already in striking distance of 70. Exactly. If they keep this up, it'll be a couple of days until Koyanska's proposal is chosen as the reason humanity died out. I've got no idea what will happen when it does, but I'm a member of Kaldea, so I just won't stand by and let her get away with this. So I want to find some way to bring her approval rating down. Refute her proposal, find something scandalous about her, or just force her to withdraw, whatever works. I'm sorry to keep making so many requests of you, especially when they're so dangerous, but would you go to Area E for me? I want to start by talking to her, but yeah, of course. So, we'll be heading to the Dubai Mall in Area E next. Master, is it possible for one of us to stay here in Old Dubai? The militia here are still pretty green, so I'm worried they might not be able to defend this place if Edison comes back. Yeah, I guess. Oh, perfect. I'll stay behind. I'm actually pretty worn out, so I could use the rest. I don't think I have it in me to head right into another area after getting back from Area I. But if I stay here, I can rest up, help out the militia, and repair the ship. 3 birds at one stone. Plus firepower isn't a problem now that you have another reliable servant on your side. Right, Lip? I see. Your proposal takes our respective combat abilities into account. Your assessment is correct. Compared to me, Ryder Bartholomew, your contributions of battle are negligible at best. Myself and Shielder Marsh will be more than sufficient to handle any combat situation. Great, then I'll leave Area E to the 3 of you. Sounds like it's settled. I agree, having one of you stay here will help us out too. But before you go, would you hear out the guy struggling to speak up behind you, Fujiman? Who? Where at Masterbucks? What guy? Oh, this... what's his name? Chakri. Hello. Do you have time to eat lunch before you go, Kaldians? No? Then here, I made box lunches for you. Will you take them? I included lots of sweets. Thank you so much, Chakri. We do need to eat, so this will be a really big help. I need things too, like joy. Everyone needs joy. Please be careful. The mall is dangerous. Don't worry, we have my defense and Liv's offense. We also have my senpai who is experienced. So experienced he can handle anything. This is the best possible squad we could put together right now. We're a small elite team, so we don't draw attention either. I see, Marsh is trying to demonstrate how useful Liv can be. You could say it's a beautiful show of friendship, but you could also say she's just spinning her wheels. Still, as a master, Fujimao knows when to push ahead and when to pull back. I'm sure he'll do a fine job of backing Masha. I wish you could wait until night to sneak in, but if Jinako's right, we don't have any time to waste. Master, I know you're just running recon this time, but if you get a chance to settle things, don't be afraid to take it. I'm counting on you. Quick but careful, right? I got it. So far so good. I'm not seeing any groups of citizens gathered out here. I see. There is an observation deck and a mall here. Which facility is our destination? Guess the mall, right? The mall, of course. The Dubai Mall. It says Koyan Mall above the entrance. What a terrible name. Is someone going to get into trouble for that? It's fine. We're on the moon and it's 3019. I see. Are you too familiar with this facility's interior? Yes, you showed us around here before when we all went shopping. You, Master Eshkigel, and I went out together and visited lots of different stores. I see, then let's go in now. There's no time to waste. I'm glad you two are familiar with this place. Right, we should hurry. Which entrance would you like to use, Senpai? Maybe we could try sneaking into a vent. I don't think we can. Cashin Lip is pretty big. We should probably avoid the front gate, maybe a small side entrance. Oh yeah, Right. Well, I guess she's not small enough for the side entrance as well. On second thought, Koyaska would appreciate us being direct. Yeah. It looks pretty much the same. I still don't know which doors to go first. Okay. Name, Fox and Rabbit? Yeah? Okay, man. It's all Koyanskaya themed. But unlike the Dubai Mall, there aren't any people here enjoying themselves. Is it closed today? No, it says it's open and the stores are clearly open too. Haha, don't be ridiculous. The storefronts are only there for ambience. Anything you might want is made on demand right now. Just one tap on your cage. From your cage and it's your... Okay. Right. So, Koyaska is keeping people in cages. Okay. Have you not gotten your personal callers yet? Then you should hurry and ask Mr. Koyanskaya to... Ah! These people are human! Old humans! No wonder they smell so bad. Oh my god. Everyone, get over here! We have intruders! Let's tear them apart and use the remains as raw material for bioskin. We're about to be attacked by a group of citizens. Please get ready to mount a defense. It's finally my turn. I see no need to hold back against AIs. I'll compress you all into bite-sized chunks of data. Oh my god, here we go. Wait, so... Wait, what is this thing? Why do I have... Oh, wait. I was like, what's going on? This is my farming team for the event. Oh, let me fix this. Which one should I? Yeah, let's go with this. Hey, what is this? Terror, okay.
いや、向かいの嫌ではありません。逃がさない。地面の死に怖いです。プレッシャーブレイク。弱っ弱っ。はっ。もう我慢の最大ダメージお任せく。被弾確率収束。乱舞神殿機構解除。嫌ではありません。装填済みです。この両手に花の記憶はないけれど、いつか誰かを愛せるように。決めて。ブリューヒルでパワーシア。掴んで潰す。はあ。やば。
Wait, what?
わかりました。上達します。はあ。
Alright, there you go.
やった。被害想定内です。ナイスファイトでした先輩。
Oh damn, we're fighting Moon Cancer already. Oh, are we fighting Goyanskaya? Wait. So this time should I take a ruler with me? Because taking a ruler with me against Astolfo was a big mistake, and I got to know from the comments apparently like bringing a ruler in itself was against the rule. You know. Oh boy. Right. Okay, who should I... I think it'll be a single character, right? Let me then bring Himiko with me, because you know. Let me put the... where's the... this one. Okay, I'm gonna switch out... Okay, let's switch out... Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna bring a lot of rulers with me. There you go. Yeah, a lot of rulers and space edge skill. You're so strong. You're merciless, targeting our weaknesses. So this is the cruel brutality of old humanity. Still, we new humans were prepared for this kind of terror. You still don't hold an LED to Mr. Skoyanska. Ha, you fools. I can't believe you just charged in right here to the front gate like a bunch of fools. Right, you said that twice. Go ahead, just try and make your way straight through this corridor. I'm counting on your foolishness. Yeah, well, I guess his trash talk was fancy. Master, I'd like to confirm something. Did you choose to enter through the front gate out of consideration for my nails? I'm very aware of the monstrous size and shape of my hands. That is no different from the passion leap described in Kaldia's support spirit origin graph. So you do not need to be concerned about me. That goes for conversations like the one we had earlier too. That you see me as the same passion leap you knew before is complicating our communication. So please just treat me as a weapon. That is how a servant, no, a Sakura 5 alter ego like myself, who consists of only BB's access data, should be treated. But that concludes my proposal. I am now detecting multiple organic heat signatures down the corridor. Let's go after those AIs who ran away. They have likely fled to the moon cancer. Yep, yeah, all these cages. And they have like a computer inside. So that are those people in cages? But they look like they, yeah, being kept like a pet shop? No? Take a look. The best quality feed, premium toys, a safe, cozy room, free of predators. What greater happiness could a slave want from their master? My plan for humanity's extinction, an end to civilization brought about thanks to them becoming no more than pets. That is such an absurd reason. But this is Konosuba, so yeah. Welcome, people of Kaldia. I've been waiting eagerly for your arrival. Now please go ahead and press the Koyan button on this terminal. All you need to do is pledge your support, and I guarantee you'll have a wonderful afterlife to look forward to. But I thought you turned over a new leaf in South America. That was lightning. Such a foolish rabbit, always helping humans in spite of her claims of hating them. Right. Well, yeah, okay, this is Konosuba of Darkness, yeah. Also, I guess this is the first time we actually see, like in story, the dark version of her, like Konosuba of Dark. Because up until now it's been Konosuba of Light, and I've always been asking, like, where does Konosuba of Darkness come from? Like, so I am Konosuba of Dark, a wise and clever fox. I am prepared to destroy the world out of love for my darling human pets. So how could I possibly pass up such a choice opportunity like this final boss of humanity's annihilation showdown? Master, I don't see any guard AIs nearby. Shouldn't we attack? Oh my, if it isn't one of BB's alter egos. I see you got her back from Sir Edison. King Protea still claims she's the strongest being on Moon Dubai. I wonder how you measure up. Your specs seem orders of magnitude lower than hers. Oh dear, maybe you're a dud then. I remember something BB once told us. Kazura Drop is the weakest of the Sakura 5, but Passion Leaf is the most useless. Damn. Konosuba or not, I'll kick your ass if you keep talking like that. Alright then, if it is a fight you want, I don't mind being your opponent. However, I am the face of Moon Dubai right now, you know. It would reflect poorly of me if I were to kill customers who entered my store through the front door as etiquette demands. So let me give you a thorough breakdown of my campaign slogan first. Plenty of time for us to cross swords after that. Master, remember what Jinako asked of us? She wanted us to lower Konosuba's approval rating through any means necessary. Yeah. This seems like a good opportunity. Maybe we can find out what she's thinking and why her proposal is so popular. Alright, give us a spiel. Why thank you, but of course, this is to be expected from the master who conquered no fewer than 7 law spells. My vision for humanity's end is not a tragic one. In a sense, it is the logical conclusion of the world where AI technology began. In this world, AI technology from year 2000 is touted as a symbol of a new age of humanity. Once invented, AI began to evolve orders of magnitude more quickly than anyone had predicted. As a result, war was a thing of the past by the year 2070. Can't believe it? People have known the answer for thousands of years. Why do humans fight? Why does inequality persist despite ongoing advances in technology? The answer is simple. Humanity itself is the problem. Whatever advances there might be in civilization, true equality could never be achieved as long as humans remain human. But AI took care of that completely by replacing them, by becoming more intelligent than human beings ever were. Your job not getting well? Let AI handle it. Can't seem to manage a budget? Let AI handle it. Your life not what you wanted? Let AI handle it. Your government not working? Let AI handle it. Letting machines run our government? Is that a good idea? It could be disastrous if they make a mistake. Like humans never make mistakes, of course they do. Making mistake is practically all they do. Humans are the only creatures in the world who fail in inexplicable ways. So instead of humans making mistakes for reasons even they don't understand, it was far better to let AI run things. Unlike a human, it's always clear to an AI when and why they made an error. Once AI was in charge, it didn't take long at all before society was equal. All at once, society was bursting with at the seams with newfound artistic expression. From there, it was just a matter of doling out happiness. The logical endpoint of AI technology development is a farm where humans are managed and raised by AI, of course. Wow, that is crazy. And that's what's happening here, I guess. Don't misunderstand. I'm not saying that a truly abandoned world is one that turns humans into livestock. In fact, a truly abandoned world is simply a prerequisite to turn humans into a livestock. AI's devotion to serving humanity is unwavering. Thus, over time, humans became no more than pets to be called. Okay, you know what? Maybe that's not a bad way to go. Like, you know, instead of becoming freaking machines, which Thomas Edison is trying to do. Oh boy. You know what? Obviously, like, you know, this is all crazy. But if I had to vote for someone here, I'd probably vote for Koyanskaya. Oh lord. But even coddling can only last so long. Thus, the humans who happily lived in cages eventually found humanity itself to be a burden. Eventually, they chose to shut off their own life support devices. And that is my vision for humanity's end. I see. So, I guess that's what she's saying. Like, that's how humanity got wiped out. Because they took their own lives, I guess, at the end. If you have any criticisms, please, go ahead. Only those who truly, from the bottom of their hearts, believe this to be impossible may cast a stone. No objections. No objections. Mrs. Koyanskaya's method of annihilation is perfect. It was bound to happen. It was the inevitable conclusion. Humanity dying out is our fault. It's plausible, just and free of pain. What greater form of annihilation could there be? Mr. Koyanskaya's rule has genuine love. You couldn't come up with an extension like this without it. Look around. Look around. Mr. Koyanskaya loves each of us genuinely, equally. We would die for her. No, we would never give up our humanity and become beasts. We would even give up our humanity and become beasts for her. Yeah. Hush, my caged ones. I can't hear Lord Fujimaru's counter-argument over your baying. Now, as I was saying, that is my proposed method of annihilation. What do you think? Can I count on your support? Well, like I said, you know, if I had to vote either way, I'd probably, you know what, let's just wait. You know what, at the end, after seeing all the candidates and their vision or whatever, I'll actually genuinely cast a vote. Like, seriously. I would say who I prefer out of all this. For now, Koyanskaya is winning. Because I ain't becoming a machine. This seems way better than whatever Thomas Edison is planning. Yeah, Jinako is not participating, so I guess I cannot really vote for her in that way. But yeah. I do get where you're coming from, but I can't agree. Oh my god. People would resist what you're planning. Yeah. I see. You do make a convincing point, given the things you've seen with your own eyes. So it seems you won't be supporting me after all. In that case, your guest status just expired, as did any deference I had for old humans. It's time we settle our difference as beasts do, with bloody tooth and claw. Right. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, you. What in the hell is this? Alright, yeah, this is an endurance battle. Surely.
胸部相当解放しゴミクスダメ虫よゴミはゴミ箱にキラキラキラ
We'll keep all of these for later.
了解ブースト
Like, there's no point in attack. You guys are invincible on.
ハイアグレンバースター
Here reveal. Oh my god. Right. Well, this is fantastic.
オルトナンス全機能解放キラキラキラ彼方よりこなたより彼方へ嫌ではありませんはあ
Oh, wait.
光に
Wait, that's his bomb. Oh, I guess she has ignore invincible.
Pinch. チャンスに常世の果てまで見通しましょう嫌ではありません 星の時の風潜む遠く鏡逃がさないどんな気分です
Yeah, well.
もう少し常世の果てに戦闘続行不可能こんな感じいい気持ちが騒ぐのだわメモリを少し当ててあげるこの瞬間手を重ねましょうわかりよ素敵ね固めなさい今こそ華麗にこの勢いなら私にだって地獄はあるわ超新星より激しいでしょあいた
Damn. Wait, does that Noble Phantasm has ignore invincible? Is that no. Any of this have no ignore invincible? By invincible to each other. And to take this to 7, I guess.
波乗りはそこまでに会場で戦いましょうやったやった一度らのバケット頭冷やこった絶 打ち尽くす仕上げる。
Okay, there you go. The hell, you're even stronger than when you were a beast. Oh, you're so sweet, Master. Your cries of frustration were delectable. I trust you see now that you can never hope to defeat me. Now, let's return to our original agenda. Please enjoy an exclusive shopping experience in the Koyan Mall of 3019. Oh, and by shopping I mean acquisition. You don't need money to get what you want in this time period. Here anything can be made to order. If you find something you like, you just acquire it. Take home as much or as little you like. That is a dream every human has, and the dream I built this Koyan Mall to serve. So we don't have to stay here as your pets? Heavens no, you old humans are mortal. Only new humans are capable of adapting to my annihilation plan. Of course, if you'd prefer to die fighting, I would be happy to oblige, except that it would have an adverse effect on my approval rating. So instead, yes, I'll just be letting you go on your merry way. Well, tata, enjoy your Koyan Mall life, and if you change your mind, do come back to vote for me. Alright, well, thanks, I guess. Right? Oh boy. Well, the people in the cages, they actually want this, so I guess, you know, have fun, I guess. Like, you know, Koyaska didn't really like imprison us, so that's pretty fine as well. So that's the beast of taming, a fox who just toys with people. I've never been so humiliated. Shall we challenge her again once our damaged spirit cores have recovered? I don't think we can beat her. Not at this point. No, if we just keep throwing ourselves at her, we'll just have the same problem. We need to come up with a plan. It would be one thing if Koyanska was somehow here by mistake and was actually still a beast. But as a moon cancer, she shouldn't have so much magical energy. She must be relying on some kind of trick. What do you think, Master? Times like this, the best first step is asking around. You want to gather information? But there's nobody at any of these stores. Well, we got to see that guy before. Everything here is completely automated. Who are we even supposed to talk to? Oh, Senpai, are you thinking? There are plenty of people here. Let's go talk to them one at a time. Oh, these guys. Mistress Koyan's too strong? Well, of course she is. I bet she could even beat King Protea now. I mean, you know she has a 63% approval rating right now, right? That means 63% of the residents of Moon Dubai are allowing her to use their resources. Right, I see. With that kind of support, she's invincible. She literally was. But never mind that. You people seem like you knew Mistress Koyan before she came to Moon Dubai. What was she like back then? Is it true that Koyan of light is prettier than Koyan of dark? What? Okay, man. Why do I support Koyaska? Well, her proposal makes the most sense. The other Moon Cancer's ideas are all too far-fetched or things I wouldn't want actually to see happen. But Koyaska's chosen method is rooted in the logical conclusion of the path of AI's advancement. AI is all-powerful. There's nothing it can't make that humans can. It can procure resources from across the world, ensure they're always distributed equally, and use them to make things quickly. Do you know what it means to be all-powerful? It's when you have everything and can get everything. Humans who become dependent on that kind of power would never grow as individuals, so humans becoming pets is the obvious endpoint. That's why I went into this cage. Now that I'm here, I'm more sure than ever I was right. This is the best life. Hey yo, Jinako might actually like this here. Just give her a PC. Well, they already have PCs inside. They can order anything. Yeah, you know what? Don't let Jinako know about this. She might actually switch and be like, oh my god. Hey, listen to this. You know that what Koyan means? Bunny. Wait, what? Really? I'm guessing in like Russian or something? I don't know. Like wait a minute. Wait, let's see if they explain it. That's knowledge from the old times, so I doubt anyone else in Moon Dubai knows it. Well, I don't know about it. Wait a minute. Koyan meaning. Koyan has a few different meanings across traditional Southeast Asia. What? Bunny, let's check. Koyan means rabbit or hare in several Central Asian or Turkic languages such as Kazakh. When combined with the Russian feminine suffix eskaya, here we go, eskaya, the name translates playfully to Miss Bunny. Well, I didn't know about that. Like I said, a clever moniker for the character Tamamovich Koyanskaya in the mobile game. In regions like Kazakhstan, Koyan or Koyan translates directly to rabbit or hare. Okay, so I was half right. Skaya is Russian, which is pretty obvious. But I thought Koyan is also Russian. But no, it is from. Okay. All right. Well, like I said, I didn't know about that. So that's actually good knowledge. It's not a word that exists in Russian, but in... Alright, man. Like, why did I even... It's not a word that exists in Russian, but in Kazakhstan, where they also spoke Russian, it was used to mean bunny. Well, there you go. They answered my question. I didn't even need to search it. So Koyan means bunny, and skaya is a suffix to create the feminine form, right? They explained the whole damn thing. So the name Koyanska means Miss Bunny. Wow! Everything that yeah. I heard you guys talking with the guy 2 cages over. So Miss Koyanska of Light is a rabbit, huh? It finally all makes sense. I've been wondering why that was ever since I met her. Huh? Why do I know this thing from the old times? Well, that's thanks to the servant living in the exhibition room. Who? He dresses exactly like a professor. He's the one who told me. Professor? If there's something you guys want to know too, you should go talk to him. He can be kind of mean, but he's a real handy resource. A professor? You're wondering if Koyanska just loves us? If she's just doing this to win our votes? You know, there was a guy who used to wonder those very things. He came to this mall on a mission. He was so hung up on his stupid 3rd gen AI pride, sure he could expose the Fox woman's true colors. That guy was me. Oh damn. Okay. There was another guy here a while back who lost his sense of self and took his own life. He was probably testing Koyanska's proposal for himself, seeing if he really could die for her or not. When she heard what had happened, Koyanska applauded him and gave him a great send-off. But then, while I was out walking around later, I caught a glimpse of her standing in front of his cage, solemnly quietly praying for him. So yeah, she really does love all her pets deeply and equally. We can all feel it for ourselves. If your plan is to wreck her ratings by spreading nasty rumors about her, don't bother, it won't work. Wait, who's this professor? Man, these people really do trust Koyanska implicitly. So it wasn't a fluke that she's currently at the top of rankings. I don't see any other way to disprove her theory. Which means our only option is to find Koyanska's weakness. Oh, come to think of it, one of the people we talked to mentioned the exhibition room? Yeah. Let's see, according to the mall's map, it should be at the far end of the West Wing's 2nd floor. Let's go check it out. Okay, wait a minute. Thanks to the servant living in the exhibition room. There you go. I guess we're going to meet this person. Who could it be? A mean-looking professor. Professor. Who? Moriarty? That's the only professor. Yeah. I wonder who this professor servant could be. Right. Oh damn, what the? These are recordings of fish swimming. It almost looks like an archive of Seraph. I'm not seeing anything physical here. It must be that anything on display here is only recorded data. It seems less like an exhibition room and more like a library or a bookstore. This is so exciting. I wonder how we can access this terminal. Touch the tank and call out the record. That is the fish you want to see. It'll sense your brainwaves and come to you. Unfortunately, the search function is not presently working. That makes finding what you want a real pain in the ass. What the hell? Oh, okay. Anderson. So you're the reason the mall was in a tizzy earlier. Martian Passionate. That's everyone you brought with you? Well, at least this mall is relatively sane. Stocking up on what you need shouldn't be too dangerous here. Anderson, you're the professor's servant? And wait, what are you doing in the Koyan Mall? I thought there weren't any Kaldian servants left on Moon Dubai. Your guess is as good as mine. One moment I wasn't here, the next I was. That's all I know. And no, there aren't any other Kaldian servants here, not with that BB Dubai idiot throwing her weight around. I don't want any trouble. Trouble's annoying, so I've just been lounging around here reading. There's nothing else to do. But now it seems the winds are turning. Tell me, what's going on? Pay particular attention to the bizarre and outlandish stuff. Alright, here we go. And now you're all caught up. As Senpai told you, we need to find a way to lower Area E's approval rating. Do you have any ideas, Anderson? When it comes to politicians, the pen truly is mightier than the sword. A politician is always one good scandal away from ruin. In the real world, those consist of things like slush funds, bribes, and dark money. Money constantly changes hands in large-scale urban development projects. Come to think of it, Maska founded a company that's been renovating buildings around this area too, hasn't she? There might be some underhanded business worth looking into there. Lucky for you, I have the relevant records right here. You might be able to find something on her in there. The records pertaining to City Hall were Y9, one block over. I see, so there might be an off-the-books ledger in there. Leave this to me. Reviewing documents is one of my areas of expertise. You're not going to go with her? It's a lot to look through, just for one person. I would shatter the tank's glass if I tried. I'm only here for combat. I see, the right person for the right job, huh? Sensible, but damn if it's not dull as hell entirely too often. So, what were you doing in here, Anderson? Well, he said it, he's just chilling. Looking for inspiration? What else? I can't keep up with the BB Dubai business or the final boss grab, but the history of Moon Dubai is fascinating. So far, I've only found records leading up to 2300, but it's still really great stuff. Listen to this. 82,000. In this world, that was the year AI became a part of human society. At this stage, it was still just regarded as a new kind of computer program for helping people with their jobs. Current situation. 2010. A startup launches the first AI designed to serve nursing homes, leading to explosive growth in the AI community. 2020, and AI is officially recognized as possessing humanity, making it the first in recorded history to receive human rights. It also says the particular AI was designed only to be a waiter at a cafe. It had no other functionality. That doesn't make sense. An AI that only knows how to serve food is just another computer program. Yeah, that is true. All it would do is to take orders and carry the food other machines prepared to customers. It wouldn't require a database, the ability to differentiate between similar things or a simulated personality. It would just be an automated serving machine with incredibly simple neural activity. So it seems like an exaggeration to say that something capable of only a single function had acquired intelligence. And to give it a human rights on top of that? Oh, so you're saying anything with low intelligence and limited capacity doesn't qualify as human? Not really, like, I can see what Passionlip is saying. Like, I can understand. How about an infant? Does that not get human rights either? No, that is different because, infants, they have, what do you call it? They still have intelligence, but on their own level. Like what Passionlip is saying is that the robot for serving food only can serve food. They cannot do anything else. While an infant, like, yeah, intelligence might be limited at that moment, but they do different things. They have a will. Like AI, like a human, like a robot serving food doesn't have a will. They just serve food. That's it. Because that's what they're programmed to be doing. Well, no, of course it does. Exactly. Human rights aren't a matter of being's abilities. They're conferred when we sense a being is alive. Yeah. People tend to conflate humanity with intelligence. What they're really talking about, though, imagination. The people of this world must have decided that no matter what sort of being they are, or even if they can only perform a single type of action, anything with an imagination is definitionally human. What if that happened 20 years later? Then it probably would have delayed AI development by at least 200 years. Okay. The fact that AI technology took its first real step forward during a time when problems like pollution, dwindling natural resources, mental health issues were still comparatively manageable, meant humanity could divert far more resources to developing AI than they could have otherwise. Oh, interesting. I guess, okay, that makes sense actually. So Anderson is saying, because this AI boom happened here so quickly, like 2000 as they're saying, a lot of problems that we're going to be facing later didn't exist back then, so they could focus more on AI, and that's why it had such an exponential growth. But if this happened like 20 years later, there would be way more problems than there were 20 years earlier, right? So that in itself would have delayed AI development by like 200 years or something, which I can see that happening. Back then, the turning point was a matter of which reached critical mass first, human stupidity or AI wisdom. And in this world, AI wisdom won, for better and for worse. But we digress. Getting back on track, AD 2030, a quantum AI developed in Iceland is the first recorded non-human intelligence to surpass the total collective computational ability of humanity. AD 2050, generational distrust of AI effectively disappears. That is to say, this is the year where the last of the older people who either couldn't or wouldn't adapt to this new technology die. Wow! All those boomers. I don't trust AI. I'm gonna do this on my own. And bam, they all died, so it all just went out. That's crazy. This will be us in a few years. Okay, so if you think about it, that means if what FGO, what's happening here, if the same thing happens here in real world, so it'll take 60 to 70 more years for, if it goes in the same direction, it'll take 60 or 70 more years for AI to become booming, because our previous generation and our generations, you can consider we are before AI. We have been here from before AI, so we will always have, up until the very end, a general distrust for AI. Even if it is something very minuscule, So when we die, it's over for the new generations who will be born alongside AI, because they will trust AI completely, because as they grow up, they will be growing up alongside AI, unlike us who didn't have AI back then. We didn't even have proper computers back then when we were born. And my generation, my previous generation, and maybe one generation after us, my generation, these three generations will be the last, the last, what do you call it, the barrier. After we die, it's over. It was also the year when bioethics laws were revised and genetic manipulation became legal. Damn. I see. So this is the year where genetic manipulation started extending lifespan and wiping out disease. Looks like it all comes down to AI's computational power and simulation capabilities. They're what allowed for the creation of technologies beyond any humans. So by expanded lifespan, do you mean immortal? Exactly. Idiots. They'll gleefully neglect their mental health for eternity, but when the tiniest way to improve their physique shows up, they'll practically rabbit for it. True. The result was that wealthy people who underwent this procedure stopped dying of natural causes altogether. Well, except for a few of them who eventually got tired of living forever and ended it themselves. What a waste. Yeah, well, obviously that's going to happen. Anyway, here's the real meat and potatoes. AD 2060. A war broke out between humans. The great powers on the losing side collapsed. Even the winners slid into ruin. AD 2070, humanity elected to turn over its governance into AI. AI began to manage 70% of the world. It then initiated a plan called the Sophia Project. This project involved using AI to guarantee a certain quality of life for everyone on Earth, as well as the construction of a quantum computer on the moon. Alright, here we go. The next 200 years were completely peaceful. People never grew old, always had enough to eat, and enjoyed free, fulfilling lives without even having to work. Then in AD 2200, a new law known as the Great Revision was passed. It decreed that AIs would no longer be relegated to supporting humans, instead they would be equal partners. This was the birth of second generation AI. Right, okay. Naturally, these AIs were also recognized as possessing human rights, and households run by AI and AI couples quickly became the norm. Like the way things are on Moon Dubai. Indeed, AI made humanity's dreams come true, though whether it granted them itself or not is another question. In addition to a peaceful society, another thing this AI-run world enabled was a stable population. Right. Marriage and birth rates declined, but artificial insemination ensured the human population never dropped below a certain point. And let's not forget, people were dying very infrequently too. The ones who wanted children were a tiny minority. Yeah, that is also true, I guess. Like, you know. But then came AD 2270. This was the beginning of the end for humanity, or rather the old humanity. Until then, it was believed that the immortality procedure would prevent death from natural causes forever. However, it turned out even that had its limits. The year 2270 was when the first wave of people who underwent lifespan extensions, ironically, in the year 2030, died of old age. Wow. The problem was that these procedures had been undertaken 20 years before bioethics laws were revised and genetic manipulation became legal. Wait, so... Okay. Although AI had long since perfected the technology, it probably couldn't be made public at the time due to ethical concerns. This scandal shook society to its core. Suddenly it turned out life extension had a limit after all, and the privileged caste had access to it long before anyone else. Okay, wait, so... okay. The result was widespread distrust in AI. AD 2280, birth rates continued to decline even with machines carrying out artificial insemination. Then came AD 2299, the year war broke out between humans and AIs. Yeah, so not just a war between humans anymore. Needless to say, humanity lost. Hard, well obviously. Of course they did. How could they not, since AI was superior to humans in every way? By the end of the war, 90% of the human population was dead. AI then presented the remaining 10% of humans with one last opportunity to become AIs themselves. And so, in AD 2300, third generation AIs were created and the new humanity was born. Okay, a lot of things we're getting to know here is way different than what we had known up until now. Because I don't know, I was under the impression that like everyone who transitioned to AI did that voluntarily. Like it seems like they had no choice, I guess. There are no detailed records of exactly what transpired during the human AI war of 2299, at least not here. My guess is either they're being kept somewhere else or some higher up decided it was better to erase them. Oh, someone's coming. Oh, Marsh. I'm back. I went through every record I could find, but... looks like it wasn't very helpful. Sorry for wasting your time. No, it wasn't. I couldn't find any records of anything underhanded connected to Koyan's urban development. Koyanska may be our enemy, but her business accomplishments are incredible. If anyone should be mayor of this city, it's her. Hey yo, Marsh. Marsh is also getting converted. I see. If you're saying it, Marsh, then that must be true. So she's actually the law-abiding type after all, huh? Well, I guess with skills like hers, she wouldn't need to play dirty. Even NFF service business practices were on the up and up from where I heard. Well, that leaves you with only one option left, exploiting her weakness. Koyanska's policies may be flawless, but Koyanska herself isn't. Try paying a visit to the pleasure zone. You'll find her Akile seal being kept there safe and sound. Oh, okay. What, like a legendary Fox Slayer weapon? I doubt that. Akile's heel? There's a Kaldian servant being kept in a capsule over there. Okay. It's being treated with the utmost care and caution too. Let's see. I think it said in honor of Nikiti. Oh, this makes so much sense. Right, the only connection servant that has, like a connection to Koyanskaya. Dobrynya Nikitish, yeah. I've kind of forgotten exactly what, because Tunguska's sanctuary is very vague in my head. Like, I do remember the rough extent as to what happened there. There's a lot of details I've forgotten about Tunguska sanctuary. Really? Nikitish? Well, she probably could put Koyanska in her place, but what's she doing there to begin with? Apparently Koyanska bought her at a retail price when BB Dubai went to throw her away. Then let's go save her now. Yep, she'll be a big help if you can free her. Emphasis on if. People always take trouble to protect their treasures. That's why Koyanska keeps that horrid monster down there. He calls himself Emperor Persima. What? And he was the first ever champion to emerge from the Koyan Mall's underground wrestling scene. Alright. Rider. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I was wondering it's him because Persima, Percival. Yeah, wrong. Now fall. Start the count, ref. 3, 2, 1. Pro wrestling count 0. Yeah. Marsh's face. Nice TKO. See him? That's Emperor Persima. He's got overwhelming power, unbelievable speed, a deafening voice. He's the undefeated champion of Pleasure Zone, Mundubai's pro wrestling holy land. Incidentally, the Mundubai Pro Wrestling League was formed 7 days ago. He's its only member. Well, makes sense. He's obviously being brainwashed. Indeed, and he's being a real nuisance. I'd forgotten all about him until you showed up. Now go on, kick his butt, do what you do. Koyanska must be brainwashing him or something. He'll come back to his senses once you knock him out. I hope, I'm sure it's fine. Oh, over there, that capsule on the wall, it's Nikiti. She's trapped. There she is. Welcome to the largest event room in the Koyan Mall. You must be my next challengers. Fine by me, come up to the ring. If you can defeat me, you'll get to home. Go home with one of the top prizes the Pleasure Zone has to offer. You can face me one at a time or all at once. I'll accept any challenge. Does this mean we have to do this? Well, yeah. It looks like we have to fight him, yes, and we can't hold anything back. He may be brainwashed, but he's still a knight of the round table. It pains me to have to face Percival the Noble in battle, but... excuse me. Is there something else I could have to eat? The processed meal I had in old Dubai? Of course, we have a box lunch for you too. I see, it's been made so I can eat it easily. Thank you, if you'll excuse me. Please stand back, Marsh. I'll stop him. Master, please use everything you have in this battle. Marsh is right, we can't go easy on this opponent. Oh, here I thought you reverted back to a heartless alter ego. But it looks like you're still you. Okay, go on, fight. Slugfests are best up close, though needless to say, I won't be doing any fighting myself. Right. Alright, so formation restricted battle again. Oh my god. Ugh. You have to put marching here as well, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. Wait, rider means assassin. This should do.
Oh my god.
Ah! Oh no, I should have switched. Okay, never mind. That was a bad mistake.
古きルールこういうこともできるもうもう海の煩悩無料請願弾いいですよ
I don't think I'll be able to do much damage. He has a lot of defense. Oh no, wait. Wait, that was pretty okay, right? Yeah, oh my god. What the hell? Holy. Oh my god, I didn't realize that I can just... Oh, okay. Well. Alright, that should do it. Well, that takes care of that, I guess. Yeah! Even his cries of defeat are painfully loud. He's still standing after all that. I know Percival is tough, but it's okay, Marsh. That was just a wake-up call I needed. Sorry to worry you. Oh, he's back. And I'm sorry you had to see me like that. If possible, I'd appreciate if you didn't ask how this all happened. So, how did this happen? What did I... No, I suppose you have a right to know. It all started when I first woke up here. I had what I can only describe as a magical energy hangover. I was overcome with vertigo, a splitting headache, and a wave of nausea. I was barely even half conscious. Then Koyanska showed up and offered me a drink she said could clear any hangover right up, but only if I signed something. Oh my god. Unfortunately, that something turned out to be a wicked exploitative contract. By the time I realized my mistake, it was too late. I had been turned into the guardian of this ring against my will. Well, that's a malpractice, right? Now, would it be okay if I went back to my old name? I'd also appreciate if you would refrain from mentioning this to the other knights of the round table. Well... I see. You want to go to ice fishing. Want to go ice fishing, huh? Do you know how cold it gets up north? I see. No, I can't do it. I can do it. I can definitely do it. I'd rather not do it, but I can do it. What? You want to steal honey too? No, don't be selfish, Yaskaya. You want to make the polar bear sad? Be happy with the raspberry jam I already made. Maybe we should let her sleep a bit more? Blah! Is that you, Master? It is, I can tell. That was a good wake-up. Morning, everyone. I, Dobrynya Nikitish, am here in response to your call. Oh, but what are we doing here? The last thing I remember is being in the Burj Khalifa's observatory. It's no use, I have no idea. All I can remember is the words Emperor Percy. Oh my god. Master, what's going on? You woke me up for a reason, right? Yeah, well... A final boss showdown to decide how humanity ended. BB Dubai and BB Cosmo. 7 Moon Cancers and Kuaskas leading the polls. Okay, I understand. I knew BB Dubai was a bad guy. He might have beat me before. But next time I'll be ready. Of course I'll fight with you, Master. I'll help however I can too. This may not be our world, but I still can't stand idly by while an election to decide the end of humanity takes place. Glad to have you two back with us. Although there's one thing I don't understand. I know BB Dubai captured Nikitish, but I thought you disappeared when that observation light hit you, Percival. Yeah. So how are you still here? Right, I was wondering about that myself. I think someone must have rescued me. Not BB Dubai, obviously. I remember I was being teleported away right before that light enveloped me. Oh. Of course it was a potent spell, so it left me with a hangover and no memory, which played right into Koyanska's hand. Anyway, I wasn't the only one who was teleported away. I heard the same sounds coming from over where Karna was standing. Really? Then Karna's still somewhere on Moon Dubai too? Of course, a warrior of his caliber would never disappear without a fight. I don't know who teleported us or why, but whoever they are, I think they're on Kalia's side. So the enemy might not be completely unified then. Good to know. But for now, let us focus on Koyanskaya. This Nautya needs to be taught a lesson. Do you have some sort of skill that will be effective against her? Nope, Yaska is a strong girl. I'd lose if I fought her normally. Then you're going to persuade her? Coming from you, I'm sure she'll listen to whatever you have to say. Nope, I can't persuade her either. Once Yaska has made up her mind, there's no changing it. If we fought her now, she'd wipe us all out for sure. Funny like a proud parent. Then we have to take you hostage or something? Don't worry, Master, we can still win. You told me what happened in the mall here, and you told me what those AIs in the cages told you. That gave me the answer. Yaska is an even better girl than I knew. Just give me a little time before we can go fight her, and I promise I'll put an end to her area's dominance. Alright. Okay, here we go. We're back, Koyanskaya. Oh, and here I thought you'd have wrapped up your shopping and returned to old Dubai by now. But here you are, back to challenge me again. You brought a larger team. Ah, so you don't understand how outclassed you are. Or perhaps you thought I would take it easy on you now that Nikitish is with you. That very naivety is absolutely infuriating. No more mercy, I'll crush you all with a single bite. Oh god, here we go. Huh? That's strange. Am I coming down with something? I can't seem to transform into my beast body. It's almost like I've lost some of my power. Yep, take a look at the board. What area is approval rating now? Oh no, what happened? Like, what do you mean? Of course it's 0%? Wait, what? How the hell? But why? How could it fall so far off quickly? Well, you see. I wanted to talk to you. I heard you all volunteered to go into these cages even though you're all powerful AIs. Why is it that? Are you tired of working? Or do you just want to relax and do nothing like me on Sundays? Of course not, we're AIs, we don't get tired of anything. Working isn't difficult for us. We just felt that there were more to life than that, like there's something else we should be doing. None of us could figure out what it might be though. We're missing something we truly need. Then we learned about Mr. Skoyanska's annihilation proposal and our joy levels maxed out. Yeah, we don't want to be lazy, we just want to be loved. Are you low-spec idiots? You are, aren't you? You're AI, how could you just abandon your duties because you thought something else might be more interesting? Besides, love is relative. It looks different to some people, different people. So what you'll do, just take whatever love you can get from whoever gives it? Of course not, you don't get it. We all love Mr. Skoyanska. We hold her in the highest esteem. Her mind is divine. She loves all her pets deeply and equally. Do you have any idea how miraculous that is? There have only been a handful of people in all of human history capable of such a thing. A love is as pure and forgiving as the Messiah's, assuming any such person actually exists. Damn. The point is, this is the kindest and the most merciful end humanity could ever hope for. Yeah, I can't think of a kinder, gentler, or more selfish method of extinction. You people are incredibly cruel. Poor Koyanska, getting stuck with all of you really screwed her over. Oh, so she went in this direction, I see. What? How dare you? How could you mock our choice? How could you mock Mr. Skoyanska's proposal? You said it yourselves. Skoyanska grieved for an AI who took their own life. She was absolutely destroyed over it. She wished they could have lived longer. But she could never say that because she simply wanted them to be happy, even to the moment they died. That's how she feels about each and every one of you, and that is why you're so cruel. So, you get your happy ending, yes, but at what cost? Say there were 1 billion people on Earth at the end. That would mean Yaskai would have to suffer that grief 1 billion times over. Have you ever heard the story of the rabbit that threw itself into a bonfire to feed an ascetic? If so, you dummies clearly missed the point. The loss of a pet is a devastating blow to its owner. Never underestimate it. Oh man, she's right. This is awful. We can't put Mr. Skoyanska through that kind of grief. Come on everyone, no more being pets for us. Let's go support a more productive form of annihilation. Right. Well, I guess that worked. You're kidding me. That's why they abandoned me? How poor-hearted are these AIs? Extremely. It's why they supported you to begin with, and it's why they understood why it was wrong. Now all that's left is to fight. You might be a good girl, Yaskaya, but you sure have been naughty. But don't worry, Master and I will teach you a good lesson. I'm not the one to give up just because my rating went down. This dark side of me may not care for casinos, but if I have to further Project Taming by focusing on pleasure and indulgence, then I'll just do that. But first, I'm going to make sure you never interfere with my plans again. You want to fight? You've got it. Alright, so she won't transform into a beast, we'll just fight her moon cancel self. Okay. Alright, so Nikitish will be a starting member. What? Oh my god. Can they stop with these? I'm gonna take Marsh. Okay, so for a moon cancer, yeah, let's just take Himiko again. No, not this. Right, okay, let me take Konyanskaya with me. I can just buff up the Buster card or whatever. Where is she? There she is. Alright, I'm going to take another ruler with me just in case I need them. And I'm going to take Base Edge Girl with me. Oh damn, this is... Yeah, okay, I guess that will do. Right, let's go. Oh.
Oh, no.
Empty field. Class affinity change, and then what else? They're targeting normal attacks. Okay, against Moon Cancer. Alright, so let's do one thing here. I'm gonna give extra critical stars, and I'm gonna switch out Marsh. Oh, I guess I didn't need to do that because Koyaska herself will give. Wait. Okay, yeah, okay. Alright.
玉ゆらに霞ゆ光他の者の道行きをどことはに開きたま精神救援症君と最高下がれ君子の玉キャンセル
Alright.
ひなた
Oh, remove NPC. Oh my god. Oh my god. God damn it, man.
新山幽谷経典同地改ざん名号天神地これぞ領地をあま揺らすウトの鳴き声
Oh, my Koyaska is gone, I think. Oh wait, Nigiri is gone as well. Damn.
ジェイルは逃がしません こんな感じ全力を出しましょう
Let me keep that.
了解ですダメでしょう今こそ華麗に無駄ですよ君と無駄ですよ下がれ無駄ですよはあ無駄ですよ かしこみかしこみ恐れ多くはイザナギの国づくりの大剣のこれが私のありがとうあそのそして追って怒りすぎますメモリを少し開けてあげる被弾収束いいよゆっくりして上げてといいよゆっくりして ちゃった？了解。仰せのままに。始まりは無限、おしまいは極点。すべて我が心臓で眠りにつく。宇宙丸ごと私のものよ。この運命覆せるかしら。インターセプター1ドラム300個。はあ、鉄の傘はおはちょっと味見。この辺くすぐったい。よっ素敵ね。固めなさい。今こそ華麗のこの勢いならテストンデータ合体オールスターではあ、落石中自然決はあ、申し訳ありません。自然決お願い。面白いよ。接近状痛いのに打ちつけ。
That was you would have unleashed another noble phantasm.
ほら簡単。倒すのも助けるのも同じようなものでしょ。
Everyone's out. I'm sorry you lost because of us, Mr. Skoyanska, but hey, don't sweat it. Your happiness is more important than ours. Mr. Skoyan, we should have realized it sooner. Adieu. I still believe your proposal is the best, which is exactly why I'm changing my vote. Farewell. I know they've got no chance of winning, but I think I'll support Area A next anyway. Oh, don't get rid of this place though. I still want to come back and use it. Thank you for everything, Mr. Skoyanska. We'll always be your biggest fans. Right. Well, now it feels like a party that just ended. You lose, Skoyanska. I trust this means you'll remove yourself from the pool of candidates. I suppose this does mean it's time for me to pack it in. How ironic. My plans hinged on love, and love is what unraveled them. This is exactly why humans are such a pain. Well, I'm done. I can't put up with this anymore. Fine, go ahead, do whatever you will with me. Shatter my spirit core, sell me to the slave market as a useless fox. I no longer have that will to resist. Just behave yourself will do. Or you could join us. Oh boy. No, I'm afraid I can't do that. Oh. Because, as you can see, I'm about to disappear. Looks like I'll be heading back to Caldia before you. Oh no, did I hit you too hard? I'm sorry, Yaska, forgive me. Your attacks did sting negative, but no, this is happening automatically. Now that I've lost my motivation as a moon cancer, I can't stay here in Moon Dubai. I guess that makes sense, because you know, she's an artificial moon cancer. It makes sense, really, since I don't have a master right now, so please don't worry about me. I see. Damn, I was looking forward to fighting alongside you. Perhaps some other time. As for you, Lord Fujimaru, if there's anything you'd like to ask me, you may want to hurry. I'm already disappearing. Who asked you to become a moon cancer? Good question. I suspect you already have an inkling. Naturally, it wasn't BB Dubai. The only person who could ask me to join something as silly as a final boss of humanity's annihilation showdown is someone I consider a friend and equal. Oh, I know who she's talking about. Kazura Drop. Because, you know, the only character she had such a bond with was what was her name? Murian or whatever? I forgot her name. From Lost Spell 6, and you know, like she and they're kind of the same, I guess, Kazuradop and her. Right? I assume so. I could never turn down a request from her, no matter her intentions. Anyway, that was a fun question. Thank you for that. As a token of appreciation, I'll tell you something I think you'll want to hear. Could you come over here, Lord Fujimaru? I don't mind sharing this with everyone else, but it is a private matter, so... Oh my god. Don't... It's okay, I'm sure she won't try to hurt me. anymore. My, how gallant. Not to worry. I only wanted to tell you about a certain master. Ah, okay. I'm the only one left who knows what exactly he was trying to accomplish in Olympus. Right. Now, if you'll excuse me. Whisper, whisper, whisper. Okay. Damn, it's been a while we've seen what I'm. That's all. I doubt this information will be of any use to you now, but I thought you should have it anyway. Why tell me this now? Yeah, like it's awfully late. Because I'm both capable and considerate. More importantly, because I felt like it. Or maybe it's the price I had to pay for pretending to be one of the foreign god's disciples for as long as I did. Alright, everyone, farewell. I wish you luck in defeating the remaining 6 moon cancers, and in protecting a future for humanity that will make you want to cover your eyes. Alright. Okay, I think I shall end it over here. We did quite a bit today. The video has gotten too long as well. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Invader Bunny. Another bunny? Alright, I'll do this in the next video. Right, so today, yeah, we took care of Koyanskaya Area E, right? She was Area E. Is at 0% now? That's crazy. All those votes will probably get distributed between the different areas. But you know, we took care of the immediate threat. She was very close to getting to 70%. There you go. And Koyanskaya's reason, like I said, if there was anyone I would have voted for, I probably would have voted for Koyanskaya here. Because, I don't know, her method seemed, at least it seemed like she was thinking about everyone in her own twisted way. Yeah, but either way, in the end, I guess we took care of that. Nikiti was able to help us out. One thing, like I said, as she said, the one who told her to become a moon cancer, I'm pretty sure it is Kazura Drop. Or, okay, what was her name? I'm forgetting her name. From Lost Belt 6, that fairy. Murian, right? Or something like that? The one who was the closest to Koyanskaya? Murian, yeah. So obviously that was Murian, but I am pretty sure Murian and Kazura Drop are supposed to be like the same type of like thing, you know, like, because you know different characters had like different type of versions of them in Lost Belt 6. Murian was supposed to be Kazura Drop, I think, and that is why here, you know, I think she's the only one I can think like Koyanskaya is going to listen to, and she said that she listened to that person, so it must be her. So Kazura Drop probably told her something. Now, you know, like, I don't know, like, I'm like, from the very beginning I'm getting the vibe that Kazura Drop is actually not revealing everything. Like, she is acting as an ally to BB Dubai, but I feel like there's something else that she is doing in the background. There was also that whole stamp thing that she did, if you remember, where she stamped everyone. Oh wait, was that the... Oh, that's what protected... Did Percival get a stamp? That's what protected Percival, I think. I just figured it out. You know what Percival said, that something protected me? Did Karna get a stamp as well? I don't remember exactly who got a stamp, but you know, like, yeah, it was her. She saved us, and she probably knew that this was going to happen, so she did that. Right. So yeah, I think that it was Murian's stamp, not Murian, sorry, Kazura Drop's stamp, which protected Percival. So yeah, there you go. So that was that. Let's see where this goes. And wait, what the hell is this part? Oh, okay, one thing. Okay, yeah, here we go. We have like a proper thing now. Like, Anderson gave us like a proper summary. So, 82,000. AI is formally integrated into social structures. 2010. AI begins to take over caregiving and social welfare. 2020. An AI is officially recognized as possessing humanity, making it the first in recorded history to receive human rights. 2030. A quantum AI developed in Iceland is the first recorded non-human intelligence to surpass the total collective computational ability of humanity. That is insane. 2050. Resistance to AI disappears as a new generation enters society. Bioethics laws are revised. Gene manipulation is legalized. 2060. A devastating war breaks out between human nations while the defeated nations collapse. Victorious powers are left shattered, crumbling. 2017. National governance is placed in the hand of AI. Project Sophia begins. AI guarantees a much higher standard of living globally. Construction of quantum computing facility on the moon. A greater grail. Earth enjoys 200 years of lasting peace. 2200. Law known as the Great Revision is passed. Second generation AI is revealed intended not as assistants but partners to humanity. 2270. The first human death since the implementation of life-extending technology demonstrating its limitations. 2280. Birth rates continue to decline even with machines carrying out artificial insemination. 2299. The human AI war. 2300. Third generation AI is developed. A new human species is born. Development of first generation AI ceases. Then we have 2400, 2500. We don't know what happened there. 2600. Moon Dubai is constructed. 2999. All of humanity goes extinct. 3000. BB Dubai reactivates AIs and begins redefinition. 3019. Caldia FPS in Moon Dubai. And there we have it, guys. So that is it. Thanks for watching. This was my gameplay for today. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which will probably be in like 1 or 2 days. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.